Sorry guys, we're just trying to get the camera right.
Someone forgot to bring the holder for the phone. So
The tripod. Sorry.
Leaning
Hello.
upwards. Welcome back to another episode of Physio Live. We're delighted to say this episode is coming to you live from, where are we?
We are in the United Arab Emirates.
In Dubai.
Hooray.
For short.
For short.
We're lucky to be here. Or I am anyway.
Oh, don't even...
Yeah.
Hold on, wait a second. He's going to just slip this in like it was no big deal. So, let me give you a bit of context here. The week before Christmas is usually a little bit quieter in Physio because you guys are all getting ready for Christmas. So, a few months back, we thought we would take the chance to go for a few days to Dubai because Oliver's brother Dara and his wife Amy live out here, and unfortunately Dara isn't coming home for Christmas. He works as a nurse in ITU and he's working this year. So we said we would come out and surprise him for a few days before Christmas.
Nice of us, yeah.
All planned since August. Alright? Great. So...
You're making a big deal out of it.
It is a big deal.
It's not a big deal.
So, night before the flight, I go to check in and wouldn't let me check Ollie in. Why Ollie?
Apparently, well, this is actually fact. It's not planned. You need 6 months in your passport to travel to Dubai, America, and a few other countries. About 50% of the people that I've asked are aware of this, and the other 50, like myself,
Hold on
did not know that that's a requirement. So my passport is up in February, so I needed a new passport.
Hold on, you're skipping a whole step here. 3 weeks ago, I was cleaning out the drawer at home and found our passports and said, Ollie, your passport's up in February, sure you can travel to Dubai?
And yeah, well, my return flight was clearly next week, so I'm not trying to live here. Anyway.
So I travelled to Dubai by myself.
And I managed to get a rapid renewal in the passport office on Thursday morning,
And actually, shout out to the Irish government for actually having an efficient system.
So efficient. Literally, I had my appointment 9 o'clock in the morning, out of the office by 5 past, and had my passport in hand by 1 o'clock that day.
Unfortunately, I was already on a flight at that stage.
And the evening flight was fully booked, so I had to wait till the next day. So, I had to stay in Dublin a night out with my friends, so poor me.
Shout out to Paul and Michelle if you're watching, who
Cheers, Paul.
Put Ollie up at last minute in Dublin.
Happy birthday, Michelle, by the way, as well. It was Michelle's 30th birthday.
Oh, nice. And do you think she wants the world to know that?
Well,
they do now. Okay, so anyway, we're in Dubai, which is great. We are here only for a few days, so it's been really lovely, and we've been able to spend time with Dara and Amy, and also our friends Galen and Amy live close by as well. So, yeah.
So
all of that said,
we're just scouting. The next Physio is going to open here in the new year in February.
Yeah, imagine.
Joke.
Absolute joke. I don't think we could afford the rent here. And I don't think the name would work out here.
Oh, we could call it Physio Emirates or something.
Physio Emirates. We should see if that's taken.
Physio Emirates, yeah.
Anyway, we're not moving to Dubai, for the record. So, back to the task at hand. This is episode 20 of Ask Physio Live, then the week before Christmas. And just getting back to some Physio news, we have a few things that we want to tell everyone about. First thing is just thanks to everybody who's confirmed their spots for January in our Pilates classes. They're really close to filling up now. After the video, I'll just post the last spaces that are left. But we're really getting there, so thank you so much to everyone who's sort of confirmed, and we're excited to be bringing on new recruits in January. The second part of our exciting news is that we want to let you know that we're now confirming that we're going to start some Pilates classes in Killybegs.
When?
They are going to start in the second week in January, so it will be the Monday the 8th and Wednesday the 10th. Okay, so this is breaking news right now. We're going to be running a 10 a.m. class on a Monday and a 10 a.m. class on a Wednesday. Now the 6 p.m. on the Monday is already nearly full with people that had contacted us on the wait list, so I can't guarantee that we're going to have spots in that 6 p.m. Monday class, but call me anyway, because if we get enough names we can look at what the options are, and then we're doing a 5 p.m. on a Wednesday. Now the times are limited just simply because of how it's working in our timetable, but it's 4 classes we're starting off with: 10 a.m. on Monday and Wednesday, 6 p.m. Monday, and a 5 p.m. Wednesday. So any teachers of that can make it to us at 5 p.m, let us know. Yeah, go on.
I was just going to say, you said call. You can text, you can message on Facebook.
Yeah,
You
message
don't
us
have
on
to just call.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Or actually, it's probably
easier to
easiest to just text. So give us a message here on Facebook or text us on that 085 1707 997 number. Spaces are limited. We don't have the same space we have in our other clinics, so get in touch as soon as you can to inquire. And even if you are looking for a late class, just let us know, because if we get enough interest, we might be able to work something out. So yes, Kelly Beggs, Pilates coming to Kelly Beggs in January, which is really exciting. And just a huge shout out to everyone in Kelly Beggs who's supporting us, because our clinic hours in January are expanding as well. The diary is building there all the time, so we're really, really grateful for that. So yeah, so there's a few morning spaces across all classes, and I'll post those up as well. So if you know anyone that might not be on Facebook that wants to join us in Pilates, will you please let them know to give us a shout. That's the Pilates.
Next week is Christmas sock week,
Yes.
so anyone that has their Christmas socks, you should have them by now at this stage. So don't forget to wear them, because you get the chance of getting the class for free. And if they are the best socks overall, you'll get the month of January. Now I should say that the month of January is the 5 classes, whatever the weeks are in
You
January.
get a voucher for 5 free classes.
Yeah.
So whenever.
Not, yeah. In case anyone was thinking, I'm going to come to like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because again, the space is just a space issue.
I don't think people are that worried. It's about the
No.
crack. Get the socks on and come to class
Some
next
people
week.
are very competitive.
They
about
are.
the
We've been
price.
getting messages about it last week. Although we have to shout out to the Friday 11 a.m. Pilates crew. Kat is scooting off on some leave over Christmas, so they surprised her and showed up in all kinds of Christmas attire last Friday morning. We'll post off some pictures. So Deborah and the crew up there. Deborah won the free class. Her socks, I think, were handmade. What we'll do at the end of the week, because I don't want to bore everyone else that doesn't care, I'll collate all the winners and we'll put up some of the pictures so you can have a laugh. So don't forget your socks next week in Pilates.
That's
Is that
it.
all our Pilates news?
Yeah, and they don't have to be bought socks. They can be just homemade efforts.
Oh, there'll be extra points
Just
for homemade
sticking
efforts.
Tinsel on or something. Not so much the glitter, because the glitter falls off.
Oh, the glitter. Do you remember last year?
I know, but I don't want to discourage anyone. If anyone has glitter already
my
made on their socks,
God
go for it.
almighty. We had
But-
one. We had one of our clients last year whose kids helped her. I think it was her niece and nephew, or maybe her nephews, that helped her with her socks.
They were great.
We
socks.
were taking glitter off the floor in Donegal for about 2 months
But it's for the crack. I don't mind.
for the crack.
Kira cleaned it.
Yeah, the glitter did stress me out. Now I'm not going to lie. Okay, so that's it. Do we have any other news? Oh yes, we do. So a few months back in November, we told you about some postgrad training that Kat was going on.
Yes.
And we are very excited because she had a really tough few months. She was with the Lymph Clinic in Cork doing her lymphatic drainage training, and it was tough going. Not only the course content, but she had both written and practical exams to pass, and we are very proud of her. A few weeks ago, she completed the whole thing with flying colours. So that's the first phase of her lymph training complete. Now I'll be putting up some information in the coming weeks about exactly what conditions she can treat and how it's all going to work, but we're very excited that lymph drainage is going to be a service that we'll now be able to give at Physio, and so stay tuned for that. And a massive well done to Kat, because it was tough going and she just flew through it, so that is exciting. And this is this our second last episode this year? Not sure. How many weeks are left in December?
Yeah. Third
Yeah,
last.
it is. Oh no, third last.
Third last.
Yeah. We have next weekend and then the weekend after. Okay, so we have some questions to get to. If you do have any other questions for us, please comment in the box below or send us a private message now and we'll do our best to answer it. So this question was one from last week that we didn't get to, so we're going to address it now. It's a really common one again we see in clinics. So the patient has pain between their shoulder blades and is looking to know what they can do to help. So what kind of patients come into us with pain between their shoulder blades?
Patients who spend a good amount of time in the position that I'm currently in right now, just kind of slumped and slouched over, bringing the shoulders forward into that kind of a position, either stuck at a desk, at a keyboard, on the phone, or even just spend a lot of time in the car, which is a lot of moms as well, doing the taxi to school and to training sessions and matches and everything. So it is quite common for people to get that pain right in between those shoulder blades, or even new moms holding the baby in their arms as well. Something that's just putting a little bit of extra pressure and stress.
Usually desk based, aren't they? You know, they're sitting desk
Always,
based.
but not always though.
Not always. No.
Most commonly, but not always.
It's usually, what's the cause of the symptoms usually?
it's just pure muscle tightness in one respect, in that you're just overloading the muscles, but the muscles aren't strong enough to withstand that load that you're putting through them. So what happens is those muscles start to tighten up and start to scream at you to tell you, get me out of this position, because they're just getting so tight, and they start sending off pain receptors to the brain as pain messages to the brain.
And that's the thing, often the patients come into us thinking, oh god, I need a really good rub out of those muscles behind the shoulder blades, or what stretches can you give me? And yes, that does help the symptoms in the short term, but like Ollie just said, is actually that the muscles around the shoulder blade and the back and sometimes the tummy are actually not strong enough to tolerate the position that you're in for that length of time. So one of the key things we actually do is about trying to strengthen the muscles around that shoulder girdle and rib cage and between the shoulder blades to try and allow you to get through your day longer before the symptoms come on. So that's what we want to show you. We're going to show you now maybe 3 or 4 exercises that we would give for pain between the shoulder blades, and then some stretches. Now these are general. Obviously, when you come into Physio and with pain between the shoulder blades, we do a full assessment to try and target things, but this will give you a general idea for the standard person that might be driving a lot or in their car or at their desk. This is the kind of stuff we give them. So I'm just going to flip the camera around now and show you, and you'll get a nice look at our fabulous, nearly hotel room, like a spare room in Dara's house, because it really is gorgeous. So Ollie, if you...
Which one to start? You want to start with the correction exercises, and then we'll come on to the... If you flip that there now, have you?
Yeah, maybe I have.
Yeah,
Okay, so
what I normally start with is just, again, we often see people are standing or just sitting with their shoulders slightly rounded. So what we want to try and do is we want to try and just create the awareness, because sometimes they don't actually know that their shoulders. So even standing in against a wall or a door, and you can feel that your shoulders are a mile away from the door. So what you want to try and do is you want to try and take those shoulders back, push them into the door, hold for 3, 2, 1, and let them come forward again, and then try and squeeze them back. And here I'm focusing on pushing the shoulders into the door, but I'm drawing the shoulder blades in towards each other as well. Now really simple, really easy, not much resistance through it, but it's good to just give you that awareness. Again,
this is like a step 1, just to get them to think about pulling those shoulder blades together. Yeah,
and it gives you an idea of how actually kind of curved over or kyphosed is the word that we use. You actually are. Then the next one is we do it in prone, so we do it lying down on our tummy, because we can get a little bit more resistance. Which way do we go? Do we go this way?
Yeah.
Oh, so we clean the floor, don't worry.
The floor was spotless.
We use a towel or a pillow underneath the forehead, and then we just relax, keeping that chin tucked in. Hands are coming down. Now, if anyone's in our Pilates crew, they'll know this exercise off by heart. We can make it really simple. So all we're doing is picking those shoulders up again like we did against the door and squeezing those shoulder blades together. You hold it for that 3 seconds and you want to slowly let them come forward again. So it's back up we go, hold, and back down. And now what we do it for about 10 repetitions. You might have a rest for 30 seconds and you do that for 3 sets. So 30 reps in total. So your back muscles are starting to get a little bit achy at that stage. Now, if that's easy and you're finding it not too much effort, what we can do is we can start to actually lift the hands with it as well. So we're carrying a little bit more weight now through the hands, through the shoulders. And again, the focus really is on trying to pinch and squeeze those shoulder blades together, hold for 3, and bring it all back down. The thing to watch out for when you do it is to not allow the shoulders to move forwards or up towards your ears. You want to keep them down and squeeze them back towards the ceiling. Alright. Now if you want to make it harder again, what we would do is we would get you, as you lift up, to lift your forehead away, keeping the chin tucked in, hold, and then come back down. So this is giving all those extensors along the back a good work, but it's really working on those rhomboids and traps, squeezing those shoulder blades together, working on those postural muscles. Alright. So that's the strengthening work. That's the really kind of simple strengthening work. We can add resistance, we can add bands, but that's if you're in a lot of pain, that's probably a good place to start with. The next thing that we can do is some stretching for the middle part of that back. So not only do we want to strengthen it, but we want to try and release the tension there as well. So a good one to start with is the cat and camel stretch. So that one is on your hands and knees, hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We want to round the middle part of your back up as high as you can, and with that you want to take your head down in between those arms and really try and push an extra little bit in the middle part of your back up as high as you can towards the ceiling. So you're really trying to separate those shoulder blades now. And then what we want to do, we want to go the opposite way. So you're trying to sink your back down, and as you do, you let your head come up and you're looking up as far as you can, pushing that back down. And we might do 10 to 12 repetitions, nice and slow, holding again, pausing for a few seconds to get a nice stretch across the middle part of that back. Really, really good, effective exercise. Now with anything, you don't want to push through pain. Alright, so we can always go to work to that point and don't push through any pain. The next one that we want to do is, again, a really good stretch, is we can start to work, work one hand by feeding it through the gap here. So what I'm doing is I'm bringing my hand through the gap, I'm taking my head down with it as well, and I'm keeping this arm pretty solid, pretty stiff, and then I'm looking through, and what I'm doing then is I'm trying to get a stretch all the way through in between those shoulder blades, and I'm stretching this arm as far as I can, pushing a little bit into the ground so I can't so it's pulling me forward, so I get a good stretch between those shoulder blades. Hold it again for about 4 or 5 seconds, and then we want to go the opposite way, and this just allows those muscles in between those shoulder blades, and again push down into that ground, and you can twist a little bit looking at that hand as you pass it through. Really allows you to open it up. Good. And again, you do a few simple repetitions. This one you might just do 5 or 6 either side. Alright. Perfect. Next, what I would do then is I would try and do a small bit of rolling to try and target that muscle in between those shoulder blades. And the best thing to try and use is a ball, slitter, or a tennis ball. Probably works quite nicely. Or you can get the specific massage balls. You can see them, they're a little bit spiky. And what you want to do is you want to try and place that, is the hard part, in between those shoulder blades. So we'll pop it down.
If you've just tuned in here, we're talking about pain between the shoulder blades. We've done some strength exercises and now a little bit of stretching and soft tissue work you can do to relieve those symptoms yourself.
So again, a tennis ball or a massage ball will work a little bit better than the slitter.
I have a tennis ball, but your example's good.
Because obviously the ridge in the slitter, although it digs in a little bit more, it's a little bit more awkward to roll. So you just want to roll up and down. I can come in and out. Now you want to stay off the spine, you don't want to go directly in the spine, you're staying a little bit to the side and in between that shoulder blade, and you're working on that part where you really do feel it. If you face the wall, I'll show you, just point to where you're working there. So usually it's where you feel the symptoms, so you're trying to get that ball sort of, that's the corner of Ollie's shoulder blade there, and then his spine is through the centre, so you're looking to get through the middle here, working that tennis ball up and around here, and sometimes you can bring it up to the centre as well. What works well if you can't reach the ball behind your back? Any ideas? I'm putting you on the spot now.
What did you say? Sorry, I'm laughing at Keelan's comment. We're going to meet Keelan after this, and he's only down the road and he's just logged in. We'll be there in a minute.
Sock, ball.
What's the question?
I said if you can't reach behind your back, which is the case with some people. Yeah. So you control the ball, and much easier to position. Whoops. He says. A bit slippier, and then you go in there. So it's much easier, and you can hold on to that ball. Alright.
The other thing that you can do as well is a foam roller works too on the floor, and you can roll over it. Lots of people have foam roller
works well. I find the tennis ball works a little bit better because it's a little bit smaller and you can get really specific into those points.
Okay.
But as you said, a foam roller works just as well.
Okay, so that's just a really simple set of strengthening and then stretching exercises if you're having pain between those shoulder blades. So we want to give you a little look at the Dubai skyline before we go. So this is our lovely accommodation, thanks to Dara and Amy. Alright.
Don't drop the phone.
I won't drop the phone over the balcony. We're on the 18th floor up here, long way down, and we're in Sports City, so we're getting to know Dubai a little bit over the last few days, but this is the view from their apartment. So the city is in that direction.
We've got the driving range and golf course down below here, which you can see with all the lights.
And then over here, sort of some new builds, and the desert's out there somewhere. So yes, you just got your Ask Physio in live from Dubai.
Still on?
Yeah, I think it's still on. Just lost coverage there as we were coming back in. Just gonna flip this camera over. Okay, try not to switch it again.
Yeah, I get it.
Thanks, Ollie. All right, so that was our episode 20 of Ask Physio Ireland Live, all about pain between the shoulder blades. Live from Dubai. So thanks so much for watching. Hopefully that helped. If you know anyone that is in the office complaining about pain between their shoulder blades, and just let them know that video is there, they might find it helpful. And also, if you work in an office, it's a good idea to get up and get doing some of those stretches during the day. You know, we talk about trying not to sit for too long as well, which is a key player in avoiding that pain between the shoulder blades. So as you can see from the comment section, Gillen's waiting on us. He's 2 minutes down the road, so we're going to log out now and get back to a little bit of off time over here in Dubai. But we'll be back next week. And remember, anyone that wants to join us for our new Pilates session in Kellybegs, just get in touch here on Facebook or give us a text on that 085 1707 997 number.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.
Take care, guys.